Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, the 20th of December 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Tarot Grand Luxe for today's reading, and the name is really apt for this deck because the cards are really grand. It's something out of a kind of fantasy film. Let's see what these cards have to say about Sunday the 20th and what energy you'll be working with on this day. So let's have a look. First card, we've got the 10 of Coins. The Empress. And the Hierophant. Wow. All right, the 10 of Coins in this deck is really interesting because the 10 of Coins is really about getting to a point in your life where money and your security is no longer an issue. You've worked hard, you've focused on creating the kind of life that you want, and because of that, you're able to sit back and to relax and to enjoy everything you've worked for. It's really kind of a card that says, kick your heels up a bit, enjoy retirement, and look at everything that you've done in your life and be proud of it. There's a doorway, usually in the regular card. So it's an older man with family and dogs and friends and children. And the doorway leads to other opportunities. And because he's got this freedom in terms of his financial circumstances, he's able to do whatever he wants in life. So he can charter a yacht in the south of France if he wants, or he can travel and move. It's really, the world is his oyster and he can do whatever he wants. In this card, it kind of reminds me of the 4 of Pentacles, which is about being a miser and focusing on money too much. So he's got all this jewelry here. He's got these pearls, and he's kind of collecting these gold coins in this beautiful jar here, and he's got this little mischievous glint in his eye. So he's kind of giving the impression that money is really important, and he's hoarding it, or at least he certainly values it because the jar is see-through, so you can look at the shininess of the gold coins. And he looks kind of furtive, like he's hiding this a little bit. It's all done in the dark, and he's kind of hiding his little gold coins away so that no one can get them. As far as I know, that is the opposite meaning of the 10 of Pentacles, really, because the 4 of Pentacles is saying, my money is my security. So I need to lock it up, and I need to hide it from other people, and I need to make sure it's a secret. And that in itself creates a distance between you and other people. If you're keeping a secret, there's going to be distance between you and others because you're not telling them the whole truth. And the 10 of Pentacles is about freedom from money, freedom from your circumstances, so that you can do whatever it is you want. And I think in our society, most people don't want to be really rich. I think most people just want to live a life where they don't have to watch every penny, and they can make decisions based on what they really feel, instead of, oh, okay, this is $4.99 and I can only afford $3.99, so I'm going to change my plans. So the 10 in itself as well is a crossroads. It's a transition period that's meant to launch you onto something else. So here we've got a man who is still focused on money as his security. And if you look at it like that and you give too much weight to material things in your life, you're going to be staring at those material things for the rest of your life instead of enjoying freedom from them. So you've got a choice here with the 10 of Pentacles. You can either look at everything you've got and be afraid that you're going to lose it somehow, or you can realize that it is in your life, you've worked very hard, you can relax, and you don't need to stare at this every 5 minutes to make sure it's still there. You can go on and live your life. I mean, I think we all know which one is a bit healthier. If you are really obsessed with anything, it's going to drain your energy and it's going to take up all your attention. And if you realize that, okay, I've got this jar, but I've got 100 other jars in my safe, then it really doesn't matter if you've got 100 or 1,000 jars. You've got the freedom to do what you want. So by taking this approach and saying, I'm not going to focus on the material stuff too much, I'm going to live my life, we get to the Empress. And we've got this beautiful card here, a woman who is kind of growing out of this tree. She's got all the animals around her. Everything is flourishing and thriving. It's the height of summer. The Empress is about giving birth to something. And here we've got giving birth to something beautiful. And all the animals want to be around. So she gives them shelter. She gives them a sense of being nurtured. And they're taking a break here. The birds are kind of taking a break and resting, but also there's no sense of hanging on and being overly focused on, I need to own this tree if I want to sit in it for 5 minutes. They can be free to fly off to Africa if they want in the next 10 minutes. It's really come and go as you please. Life and feeling a sense of nurture and love is not about control. So I think by letting go of control and not focusing on what you've got in your life, and instead being in the moment and living it, you're really able to enjoy all of these feelings of connection and rest and contentment and being taken care of, and you're able to give birth to something new. Finally, we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the high priest in the regular tarot, and it represents the authority figures you're going to meet in life. So let's say you're a little kid and you meet your father and your mother, and then they send you off to school. You're going to start learning about the religions of the world, the way certain people believe, and then you're going to notice that there are some people who've been celebrated by society and they have been put into positions of power. Like we've got the Pope, we've got the Dalai Lama, we've got Jesus, all these famous figures who apparently had this close connection to God. And if you want to experience God yourself, you're going to have to connect with this person in charge, and you're going to have to follow the rules. We've got this, I don't know what it's called. Is it it's from the Bible. It's this, when Moses takes the Jews out of Egypt and leads them into the desert for 40 years. They've got this, some canopy. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a symbol of connection to God in some way. And here we've got the Pope under this amazing canopy. We've got the sun there, so the source of all power. It's like in old monarchies in Europe, they were known as the Sun King, and they were said to be divinely appointed by God. So the idea is that this person has access to this object and he's under it. So not only is he connected, but the power of this higher force really rubs off on him, and he is the divine kind of representative of God on earth. It's kind of like the idea that being around celebrities is going to rub off and you'll get some celebrity yourself. Now, if you're spiritual, not religious, this card really epitomizes this whole institution, or no, this whole system of belief that if I want to get to God, I have to get through some person on planet Earth who is in charge and pay him money or follow the rules, and then I will get to heaven because he approves, and that's the way to connect to God. Now, thank goodness we've outgrown that system, and you don't need a canopy, you don't need to speak to the Pope. You can ignore all of this and you can focus on the sunlight directly. You are as spiritual as anybody on the planet. You have all the power in the world. You can connect to your higher self, God, the universe, source, the big father in the sky, big mother in the sky, whatever you want to call it, yourself. You don't need permission. So I think both of these cards are about placing your trust into something that's faulty, that doesn't really exist. Money is just an idea. It's a way of exchanging things between human beings. They've just chosen to use gold as a symbol. We've got paper money, we've got Bitcoin, we've got digital money. So if you focus too much on the material and you think that that is your security, you're going to be trapped. If you focus on some sort of, and I'm not telling you to give up your religion, not that I have the authority to do that, but if you focus on the rules of whatever religion you were born into or have chosen, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because you're just going with that one system of belief, and the universe is so much bigger than that. So again, by having the wrong perspective and saying, okay, well, my pastor said this, so I need to do this if I want to experience an afterlife, then you're really missing out on the actual sunlight and the way it can make you feel and empower you in the here and now. And you're doing yourself a disservice. Instead, focus on the love that you have and how you can give that away. And by giving it away, you get it back for free and you experience it yourself, because other people will want to be around you. You will give off this energy of the divine, of someone who is truly free. And that's something that's attractive to everything on this planet. Animals, people, love, businesses, really everything. So it's really important not to get wrapped up in the wrong thing today, to realize that you are spiritual, that you are a spiritual being. You don't need anyone to give you permission or approval or anything like that. You have everything you need in you. You can live in the moment, give your love unconditionally, and good things will come back to you as a result. So this is really freedom from all the things on planet Earth that can potentially trap you. 10 and 3 is 13, and 5 is 18. Wow, 1 and 8 is, did I get that right? Sorry, it's a bit early in the morning today. 5 and 3 is 8, and 10 is 18. Yep. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is the Hermit in the tarot. We had that yesterday. And 9 in numerology is about spirituality and completion. So you can get away from all these things that trap you. You can leave them behind. So even if you are obsessed with money or obsessed with following the spiritual laws of a religion, you can really transcend those things and realize that you have everything you need in yourself, and that completes a cycle, and that really frees you to experience life and spirituality and yourself, all of them the same thing really. You can experience those for yourself and really benefit from everything that it can give you. And that is total freedom, because you feel loved, you feel supported, and when you take action from that good place, you really create wonderful circumstances in your life. You bring amazing people into your life, and you don't have to labor under this illusion that you're trapped. You outgrow that. So this is a really beautiful, wonderful day. It's almost like, oh, I can breathe, I'm free. I don't have to put my attention on things that really don't serve me. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have an enlightened moment, or if you do sit down and say, do you know what, I have everything that I need already, that you really get a moment where you're able to drop the rock, where you're able to let go of this heaviness, and you can experience yourself as you truly are, which is infinite and totally liberated. So I hope you have an amazing, wonderful Sunday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. Click on the Book Your Readings button to audio reading. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. And I'll speak to you tomorrow.